Hello everyone, hello, welcome back to our Radiant Two Ways guide. This is Wall Crawl, and today we are going to be facing off against the Oblobbles. I placed the Oblobbles as a difficulty level 3. They can definitely be a challenge. They're shooting stuff everywhere. Sometimes they can get like to where they're not shooting at the same time. That can be a real pain. They really can. And hopefully I can get these videos out, quickly without having to do it a billion times. What I use in my standard way of doing this is unbreakable strength to hit them hard. But magic is where it's mostly at for me. And I need shaman stone, so I have a big wide blast, and I hit them hard. And I use heavy blow because I want to knock them back away from me. I'll talk more about the strategy in a moment, but heavy blow helps push them away, thus giving me more room to avoid the little projectiles. I use, in order to get as much shooting as possible, I use Spell Twister instead of Soul Catcher. I think it's more efficient. Soul Catcher's more efficient if you're going to want to use it for like healing as well. But we're not. Healing's not going to be a thing. So Spell Twister and Soul Eater there to get overcharmed into it to get as much soul as possible. Now, some things to think about with the Oblobbles is they go around and they don't really notice where you are. What lets them know where you are is when you hit them. So keep that in mind. And like if this is our Oblobble right here, if you poke them from below, I can't really do it, but if you strike them from below, they're going to not change direction. If you strike them from above, they're not gonna change direction either. Though I don't recommend striking them from above on purpose unless you're just kind of stuck there. Striking them from the side, they immediately turn around and come toward where you are. So there's definitely times when it's best to say, just let them move away from you, and kind of regather yourself, or then you can shoot them once they're further off and away from you. There's also times when they're patrolling, both in the normal way that they do this and when they come and they're enraged and they when there's just one, and it's better to kind of like warp through and beneath and then hit, and that way it pushes them over towards the corner and gives you more space. The worst place to be is stuck in the corner with one of them that's about to shoot off all its blasts. The second worst thing to be is stuck in the middle of the two of them as they shoot. So in the very beginning of the match, it starts you right in the middle of them, which is wonderfully great. And sometimes they both move outward, which doesn't help you at all. If they move inward, or if just one of them moves inward, try to go to that one, get a few hits underneath it, and then what you're trying to do is trying to repeat the pattern of hitting it and then jumping back, like getting a couple strikes in and then releasing a blast of soul. The blast of soul drags them back, the heavy blow drags them back to keep them as far away from you as possible. It shouldn't take too many blasts, and one of them will be dead, and you'll move into the enraged stage. If you get through their both of them phase and you get to the second phase, there's just this dash attack that you basically use. You let him do his release of his firing, and then you dash in and strike him. Okay, so I kind of went to the wrong side first, but they're both moving left, and then to blast them back. All right, push them back with your... There we go. So we're doing good, keeping them pretty far away from us, which is the name of the game. Shoot them back, shoot them back. One of them is soon to die. I feel fairly confident of that. I'm gonna go ahead and risk. Yeah, that was close. Man, I really thought they'd be dead by now. Okay, so kind of stuck in a corner. I'm gonna blast across, and that should be it. Yeah. Now we do our dash slash attack. All right, I'm gonna let him bounce and turn around and hit. All right, just kind of try to stay at the edge of his range, knock him back. All right, go over to this other side now. And he's toast. Okay, that actually, that second phase can take longer than that. A lot of them, they took a lot of spread out damage from me, I think, from the blasts, but it wouldn't take much longer than that. So again, that final phase, you just kind of get those dash slashes ready, let him shoot off all this stuff, and then dash in and strike, and then try to move again as far away as you can. If they have that pattern where you're going to get trapped in a corner, you have to get underneath them and hit them the other direction, or just run off to the other side. And so you can do this. They are a more challenging Radiant boss, but I feel like that's a solid strategy to getting them down. Hopefully it works for you. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to try to whoop them a second time. And what we're doing this time is we've changed our charms up to Unbreakable Strength for nail damage. Dash Master so we can move a little faster and better. Long Nail and Mark of Pride for as long a length of nail as possible. And Shaman Stone we still have a wide blast. And anyway, what we are trying to do is between their infection blasts, we dash in, hit them a few times, and dash back out. So it's a lot like the other strategy, but we're just using a very long reaching nail to do it, so it allows us to have a little more safety. I'm also going to work in Abyss Shrieks as a primary way of burning them down. So pop, pop, pop. Woo! Right through, and there it gives me an Abyss Shriek. I am stuck in the middle of them, which I don't like. That is a very dangerous place to be. I'm going to hit them both with an Abyss Shriek right there. Got to keep track of the soul that you have. Oh, no. Okay. I saw that orange blast right there at the end. Okay. Okay, now just one of them. So at the very end of this, well, he wasn't going to give me a good opportunity to get in there and use an Abyss Shriek on him. Get a hit in, and get an Abyss Shriek in, warp out. Oh no! Okay, I thought I might. Okay. Gotta get a little bit more soul. Now I got another Abyss Shriek to use, but not a good chance. After this one, I can get in and use an Abyss Shriek on him, and he is toast. We did it. You have to really choose on your Abyss Shriek so you're not caught in a spot where it can, quickly like come and smash down on you. All right, so that was that. You have to be careful. I don't think I've said this. Sometimes the Abyss Shrieks pull them in. I really don't understand exactly the mechanic of when it moves them toward you and when it moves them away from you. I do realize that most of the time it pushes them away, but occasionally it can be frustrating. You get close to them and it sucks them towards you for some strange reason. The best advice I can give is be hesitant and probably don't do Abyss Shrieks when they're super close to you. Instead, nail strike them up. Wait till they're at least like half the distance of the screen away, and that'll give you a little more breathing room for your Abyss Shrieks. All right, well, hopefully that was valuable. Hopefully you got something out of it. Abyss Shrieks are an excellent way to hurt them. And go in there, beat these guys. They're tough. They are. They were one of the last ones that I got the first time I was going through and getting all the Radiant bosses. So, all right. Hopefully this was valuable to you. I'd love a like or a subscribe. If you have any comments, love to hear them. All right, bye-bye. Thank you so much. All right, so we're stuck in the middle for this first run through. Yikes. And I died flipping immediately.